What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I'm so excited to be here today and to show you guys all the trades from the week, all the education, giving you things step by step. All right. So this week we had 5 days in a row green. We had only one or two losing trades, but every single day we ended profitable. And I really wanted to share my strategies with you guys and give you guys some insight on how I was able to do that to help you with your trading for next week. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, who do we have in the building? Let's do some shout outs and we'll get right into it. Silk Heaven, Trading Wars Army, good to see you. Thank you so much for the support. Jonathan, Josh, Jerry, welcome to the Trading Wars Army, brother. Appreciate your support. Rodney, welcome to the Trading Wars Army, brother. Appreciate your support. Let's welcome Jerry and Rodney with the TW Army, Spy, and VIP. We have Joseph, Call Mean, Trading Wars Army. What's going on, brother? Briggs, Trading Wars Army. Todd, Trading Wars Army. Edwin, Trading Wars Army. Who else? Hell Shop, Joseph, Tem. What else? Ramon, Trading Wars Army. Jelani, Eddie, good to see you. B Cart, Trading Wars Army. AV, Trading Wars Army. Good to see you. Otis, Trading Wars Army. Andy, got a lot of people in the building today, guys. Lil CJ, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. All right, Bad Indy, last brother right here, and our friend Becky. Welcome, guys. All right, let's do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with Friday, and then we're gonna work our way backwards throughout the week. And what we need to do, so every single day, guys, is draw the previous day's high and low. So hit the replay right here, and then we're gonna start off on Friday. I'm gonna draw the previous day's high and low, and then we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so boom, here's our high, and here is our low. I'll go ahead and put that in white so we can see it clearly, and we're gonna start off. Okay, so on Friday, the first trade that I took was a loser, actually, and you know, sometimes that happens, and there's really nothing you can do but just accept your losers. So on Friday, the first thing I started off with, guys, was an opening range breakout. So what is an opening range breakout? Well, an opening range breakout is when I let the first candle of the day close and I take the breakout of that candle. So for example, here we had this first 3-minute bar. It was a doji. See how it had equal wicks on both sides? That's why I really wanted to try this opening range breakout on Friday. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But I was able to bounce back with 2 successful trades right after that. But let's go ahead and cover this opening range breakout. So if we go here to my live commentary, you can see this was on Friday. 1 minute to open. Who's ready? Opening in the middle of the range. We have our trigger. 1 minute to ready. Be ready. Long. So I went ahead and I tried long on the opening range breakout. And you can see here, fake out, orb killing it, stopped out. So I got stopped out on that first play right there, guys. Boom. You could see it broke the high by a few pennies. I got filled on that trade right there, and then I got stopped out right away within 3 minutes. Okay, so the good thing is I did small size here. You can see I'm going to try the 3-minute orb to test the waters with small size because I knew there was a chance that this orb wasn't going to work. So I only went in with half size here, which was good. So I had a small loser to start the day. Right after that, though, guys, we hit it really hard with the morning leg Fibonacci. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch over to the 5-minute. And I'm going to show you the Fibonacci's that we used. So we had these first 3 candles of the day. We had a nice clear push up, right? So you could see right here, we had this clear directional push in the vertical direction. And because of that, we're basically saying right down here on this long wick, you see this big wick over here? We're saying that there's a bull algorithm. That's why this wick came in, the bull algorithm. So we're looking to buy the dip using the Fibonacci in order to take this play to new highs, okay? Or just back up for a scalp. So Corey Lewis, thank you with the $2.99, brother. You're always supporting. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So what we did from there is take the Fibonacci from the low to the high. And for this particular trade, we hammered it on the 786 Fibonacci. So we're waiting right here, okay? So what the Fibonacci allows us to do is wait for the market to come to us. We wait for a pullback so we can go ahead and buy calls or buy future contracts for a cheap price. We don't want to buy up at the highs up here because if we buy up there, then we're putting ourselves in a bad risk reward. So we waited for this pullback. You can see we came down right there, guys. And let's pause right here, okay? Honestly speaking, looking at this, how many of you would feel comfortable buying right here? Hit me with a 1. Would you feel comfortable buying right there? Hit me with a 1. Yes or no? Or hit me with a 2 if you would. So one if yes, two if no. And these are some of the strategies that the Fibonacci allows us to do. It allows us to take these plays in a way that we're looking for almost hidden support and hidden resistance. You won't be able to see it on the chart, but when you use the Fibonacci is like it's basically a hidden support, pretty much. Okay, so we got filled right here on the 786, and the target we took it right to was this 382 right there. So we came in, guys, next candle, bam, all targets hit on the way back up. Boom, 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 boom. So that one was a really, really nice trade. And actually, I'm just going to pull up the profit on that trade, because that one was one of the ones I took in the small account challenge. So for the small account challenge, I like to use fibs. So this is my brother's channel. He documents a small account challenge. So this was that play that I just talked about. So $375.18. We risked $100. So here was the play right here. There's your 786 entry, and then your pop back up. You're selling at the 382. So you made 3 times your money here. Really nice. And it literally lasted 2 minutes long. So you could look here. Here's the broker statement. Got filled at 949 on MES. So we used futures contracts and sold at 951. So $375, guys, in 2 minutes. That's really, really clean. So that was the next play that we used to bounce back. And then we had one more play here, which was the trigger long, which is probably one of the most simpler plays to use. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So I definitely recommend for new traders that are not familiar with the fibs and stuff, if you're working your way up to just learning trading, focus on the triggers because it's very simple to trade those. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to find the trigger. So the trigger was 424.38. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to put that in here. 424.38 right there. And I'm going to make this in green. So this was our long trigger. And essentially what we're saying is once we break this green line right here, we're looking for it to continue higher. So once we're above this green line, so you could see we have the plan above 424.38, your stop loss is 422.76, your target is 425.92, and you can look at the 425 calls. So these are our automated trades, very simple for people that are working full-time or people that just want to trade off of, one line. Literally, it's just one line. So you can see this one came a little bit later in the day. We consolidated for a while. Then we picked up steam. And then from there, guys, we squeezed right through. Bam, right there, we get filled. And then we just rallied straight into the close. So those are really, really nice plays to take like into the afternoon. Very, very nice. I know a lot of people made about 40 or 50% on calls within this little play here. And it's literally the last hour of the day. So very, very nice there. Okay. Just to recap the fibs. So we draw the Fibonacci. I just wanted to show you on the Friday that we draw them out in real time for everyone to use. So here was the same 3 candles I drew for you. And then you could see right here, so far rejecting 618, coming up, 618 filled, 786 filled, stops at low of day for protection. So we walk through members through that same fib step by step. Boom, 382 hit, first target met. So really, really nice. And there was the profit as well. So Friday, I got off to a slow start, but I was able to get 2 trades right after that to bring me back in the game. And make sure that don't let the first trade of the day be the reason why you get tilted or you go on a revenge trading or you get FOMO. Just get back to your plan. So it's like, okay, or opening range breakout failed. What's next in the plan? Well, I have a Fibonacci, I have my trigger, and I'm going to wait for those 2 plays to play out. I'm not going to do anything dumb. I'm not going to go chase. I'm not going to trade emotionally. Don't ever let that happen because those are the days that you can blow up your account. Okay. So hit me with the 10, if that makes sense. Yeah, so for the sizing with the fibs, you can use whatever size you want, guys, according to your account. All right, so on this one, we use 13 micros, okay? So you could use 5 micros, 1 micro, 2 micros, whatever. It doesn't matter. Use it according to your account size, okay? So with the micros, you can trade with as little as like $500, $1,000, depends on the broker. So there's always opportunity to grow your account, okay? So it's the trade is the same, right? So the entry is 42.28 and a quarter. The sell is 42.34 and a quarter. Whatever size you buy, it's relative to your account. Okay. All right, let's continue now. So now I'm gonna go back to Thursday, and then we're gonna do that one. So let me just get rid of this, and I'm going to move our lines down now. So now here is our low. Here is our high. Okay. So I'm going to hit replay right here. Boom. Like that. I'm going to go back to the 3-minute. Let me just bring this down here to touch this high, and then we'll go. So here's the first candle of the day. So you could see right here, guys, we had a big gap up on the Thursday, and I'm going to go to my live commentary. I'll walk you through that. So here we go. Here was the Thursday. This was August 11th. Let me just make sure. August 11th. Great. So here we go. So good morning, friends. Our line in the sand long is 419.80. I will leave that open for a retest. And I want you to remember this level, okay? So if I go back to the trigger trades, 419.80 was our long level for Thursday. And I want you to remember that level. That's going to be very important. So let's go ahead. Let's mark that up, okay? And I want to show you a little trick with lottos and swing trading. So 419.80, that's our line in the sand for the green line was our long. Okay, obviously. So I get this question almost every day. So Rich, what do I do if our long trigger is all the way down here, but we're opening here? So what we do is, right, we leave the line open for a fill. So we leave it there. So if the market wants to come all the way back down there, then we're going to use that line as a support for another trade. Okay. And then from here, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to just trade other strategies until we get to that line. Okay. So the strategy that I used right there, same thing, opening range breakout. So I said, I'm likely going to take an orb today, then into fibs. Option premiums will be high, so I'll be using futures. 3-day winning streak, no need to do anything stupid. Let's focus on 1 to 2 trades today, in and out, and then reset for tomorrow. So we got short right here, guys, at 933. So let me go ahead and show you how that works. So there's our big red bar. And I'm going to put the Fibonacci on the high to the low like this. And what I'm using here is I'm using the Fibonacci's as a way of helping me take targets. So we get filled right here, guys. So that once we break the low, that's our entry to the short side. And all of these targets from the 272 below, those are our profit targets. Okay. So this one was a very clean trade. Within 3 minutes, we flushed and we hit all of the short targets. Bam, 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 bam for quick money. So 3 minutes in and out, and took all of our profits. And once we pass this 50% mark right there, I get the stop loss to break even on any runners that I have. So I get the stop loss right there. And you're going to see that's very important, guys, because we come right back up after this candle and we reverse. You see that? So don't ever have money on the table and refuse to do something. You need to do something. You need to take some profits. You need to move your stop loss. You got to protect yourself. I've seen it over and over again, too many times, where traders are up a few $100, maybe a few $1,000, and then they let it go back to zero. And then when that happens, it triggers something in their brain, and that leads to revenge trading. And that's where everything goes wrong. Okay. And people talk to me about this all the time, guys, because I trade with many people every single day, right? So make sure this is a lesson right here. Make sure you go ahead and take those profits or move the stop loss. You got to do something. You can't just have all this profit on the table and do nothing. That's how you know you're trading for FOMO and greed, and you want to get away from that. Okay. All right. So just hit me with a 6. Did that make sense? That lesson, did that make sense? So again, whenever you're in profits, especially, double your money, triple your money, you got to do something. Whether you move the stop loss or you start taking some profits, you got to do either one, or you can do both. And that's a general rule that I have. It doesn't matter what happens after the fact. That's all hindsight. What matters is when you have money, you better lock that in. Okay. And then from there, guys, we came right into the 618 morning leg. So I'll go to the 5 minutes so I can show you this. Let me hit the replay again so I can show you this. Boom. Okay. So right after that orb, right after that orb, we went straight into the 618 morning leg. I'll show you that right now. Fibonacci 618. So here we go. We pop right back up here. So once we broke this new high, once we broke that high right there, that was the signal that, okay, we're going to be looking for a bullish play. We're going to be looking for a pullback like this. Pull back, extension, something like that. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking for. So once we see this high broken, we could say, all right, the bull is in control. So let me go ahead here. Let me go to the Fibonacci channel and I'll walk you through. All right, so here's the same thing. Like I said, once that high broke, we went ahead and we drew up the morning leg. And then you can see from after that, the 618 got filled and then we popped. So I'll show you how we did that. So you take the fib from the low to the high. So the key here is we made a new high of the day. That's why we're looking to buy the dip if we did pull back right here into the golden zone. So the golden zone is between the 50 to the 786. This is your golden zone. You can trade it many different ways. So in my book right here on the Fibonacci, I talk about various ways. One way is with a candlestick entry. Okay, you wait for a candlestick pattern. Another way is with a limit blind entry where you just have limit orders. You can play this by getting in on each level, or you can choose one level. There's many ways to play. Okay, and we've done them all. We've done them all. All right. So here we go. We come back in here. Boom. So I want you guys to pay attention here. I'm going to go down to the 1 minute so you can see it clearly. So here we go. So we came up right here. We made that new high and we came right back down here and the algorithm was sitting right on the 618, guys. The algorithm was waiting right there. And you could see as soon as we touched that 618 right there, boom, it's like a pinball. It came right in, took it right back up. And then if we go back to the 5 minute chart here, guys, you can see we squeezed really, really hard, really, really hard off of this play. So that one, guys, was a beautiful, beautiful play. And here's another thing. You're gonna be pretty amazed by this. But check this out. Here's another thing. So we got in here, guys. We took our profits, put the stop loss to break even. Now check this out. What if we didn't take our profits? What would have happened? Let's watch. Afternoon came in. We came all the way back down, all the way back down. And that's what I'm saying, guys. You got to take those profits when they're on the table. Do not get greedy. As a day trader, our goal is to get in and out, make a few $1,000s, a few $100s, and come back tomorrow and sit in cash. That's the edge of day trading. The moment you get married to a trade, the moment you get too attached to a trade, you're not day trading anymore. And that's when you lose your edge. And I've seen a lot of people do it. I've done it myself. But now I'm just like a robot. Make my money, get out. Make my money, get out. That's the way I like to do it. So we came all the way back down here, guys. Check this out. All the way back down to the green line near the end of the day. Bam. So we got filled right there. And then right here, guys, I said to the room, let's look for a lotto. We could look for a lotto here. So I said it right here. Where are we? Wait 1 sec. Let me just get the right date here, guys. 11th of August. I think I might have said it in the other channel. Yes. So here we go, guys. So here was the 11th of August. So this is the alert coming in, SPY trigger long. I said, hey guys, for this trigger, this can be used as a day trade or lotto into tomorrow. Keep the size small. So the reason why I wanted to go ahead and try this as a lotto here, guys, was because we had this strategy called the gap fill. So the gap fill is one of the kind of forgotten strategies in trading. It's an old school strategy, but it works really well from my experience. And especially when we have a move like this, where we had a huge gap up and then we fill that gap. So check that out, guys. So we took this one as a lotto right here with calls, because if you're going to swing overnight, you want to go ahead and do calls. So the 420 calls were perfect here. 421 calls, those are fine. And then I just want to show you this. Okay. So keep this green line in your head. So we did have a little bit of chop into the close, but when you're looking for these lottos, you're playing for this. You're playing that we're going to gap up on the Friday and then we're going to squeeze like this. Boom. Okay. So that green line, that lotto play right there, guys, that one went for about 200 or 300%, depending on your fill. So that's how you play lottos. You notice this. I got it near the end of the day. I got it back into support and I played the calls with the expectation that Friday is going to gap up and go. If it doesn't, then it's okay, because whatever I put into those options, I'm willing to lose. But if I can make 300, 400% return, then it's a good risk to reward, because I'm risking 100%. Okay. So the lottos, they're dangerous, but they're also very rewarding when you hit them. So that was a big, big hit. That was a home run hit for us. Okay, guys, hit me with a 7. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? So those are 2 days right there. Really, really good. You know, these 2 days, I tell people a lot of times, sometimes in the week, it's like 1 or 2 days that really make your week. 1 or 2 days, like this lotto play right here, that could pay for your whole week, because 400% winner, 300% winner, you don't get those every day. And as your job as a trader, be ready for the opportunities. And when they're there, you don't think twice. You take the play. You have your stop loss or you go full risk, and then you go for the trades and you let the results play out according to the system. You don't get emotional. All right. Yep. So there we go. All right. So let's go to Wednesday now. All right. So I'm going to go ahead here. Same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay. You know, guys, if you're enjoying this, please hit me with a like and the subscribe if you guys can. It takes me a lot of time to go through every single one. Takes me a lot of time to do that. So if you do like these and you learn a lot, please hit me with a like. So I'm going to talk about what I think about for the next week in a second. Let me get through these day trades and I'm going to do a market forecast and what I'm thinking. Okay. All right. So here we go. And I'll take some questions at the end if we have time. Okay. So here we go. Same thing. So what do? We go ahead. We take our white lines. Here's the previous day's low. Here's the previous day's high, like this. We're going to go over to the 3 minute. I always start off with the 3 minute in the morning just to see that first candle to decide what I want to do. So here we go right here, guys. We had that first 3 minute bar. You could see that we did gap up. Okay, so we opened up above the previous day's high, which is right here. And because of that, guys, I wanted to go aggressively for an orb. So I did a lot of orbs this week because we had a lot of gaps. And I like trading orbs with gaps because sometimes the gaps fill, like what we saw on Thursday. And just overall, when you have a gap, you usually have a lot of volatility. So that's why I like to hit the orbs right at the open. So here we go. There's the 10th of August. So I'm going to go back to the live commentary here. So here's the 10th. All right. So good morning. Let's focus now. So, you know, we had some news and stuff. And I always tell members, don't worry about the news. Don't worry about the data. Don't worry about any of that because the market can do whatever it wants. On good news, the market can sell off. On bad news, the market can rally. I've been trading for so long and I've seen it all. And a lot of the times it's not what you think it is. So just trade the price action. Don't trade anything else. The moment you get caught up in the news and the emotions is when you set yourself up for failure. So you can see right here, guys, 2 minutes to open. Who's ready? Game plan right now. I'm going to try the 3 minute orb quick with small size. If it fails, I will strictly focus on the fibs only. So first 3 minute bar came in right there, guys. Same thing. I'm going to take the Fibonacci, draw it from high to low like this. And we're going to wait for either the high or the low to break. Okay, so there the low breaks right there, guys. So we get filled to the short side and we made it right down to the 272 and to the 50. So those are my first two targets. And you could see that we pretty much touched it, guys, to like the penny. We hit that 272 right there. We hit the 50 next. And once we hit that 50, I always put my stop loss to break even because I'm not gonna let a profitable trade become negative. Okay. And then we came back here, boom, and got stopped out on the rest. So nice quick scalp in the morning. I got 2 targets on the opening range breakout, and I was happy with that. And then I got the rest to break even. No problem. I'll take a few points and I'll move on. And then from there, the next play that came in, guys, was this morning leg fib. So you could see here, we had this push down. So this Fibonacci actually was a loser. So we tried this one here. Here's our high to low. Here's our golden zone, 50 to 786. And you could see right here, guys, it blew right through. So this one was a little bit unlucky because it poked out our high. It poked out our stop loss, and then we rolled over. Okay, so it poked out our stop loss, and then we rolled over. So that one was a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, sometimes, especially because there was news related and different things happening in the market, you're going to get stop hunted. So I just want to show you guys, even for me, I got stop hunted on the 10th of August. I got stop hunted. It happens. So there's nothing you can do but bounce back. And if I had taken this in a negative way, like the market is out to get me, you know, they're looking for me, they're out for my orders. If I had done that, then I wouldn't have had a great day on Thursday and Friday where I made so much money. I wouldn't have had that ability if I'd let that get to my head. But that does happen, guys. And I just want to show you that that does happen. So once we got stopped out here, though, the good news is we switched over our fib. Right here, we went from low to high instead. And then we took this 618 right back up for a scalp. So luckily, we were able to catch that bullish one. It didn't make a new high, but it was still good enough for a good scalp there. All right, guys. So, and that was it. That was it on the day. I told everyone, I was like, hey, let's take a step back because anytime you get stop hunted, maybe it's the type of day where it's not a good trading day. So we had those 3 trades. Orb winner. The first Fibonacci morning leg was a loser, and the second one there was a beautiful winner. And then if I just fast forward here, guys, you can see that we kind of like this little bit of a double bottom here, and then we just kind of went rallied into the end of the day. So, you know, pretty straightforward gap up day. And sometimes if you're not feeling it, if you're getting stop hunted, you just got to call it. That's why I like to stick with two to three trades. That's it. 2 to 3 trades and move on. All right. Okay. So hit me with the 2, if that made sense. So most of these trades are futures, straight up, because if you're trading options on these gap ups, you're going to get burnt because the premium is going to be very high. So it's not worth it to trade option contracts when we have huge gap ups like this. It's worth it to trade option contracts like this. You see how I waited for all of this selling to happen, and then we had the gap fill. Then I took the Friday calls like this. That's worth it. So you have to understand when to use options and when not to. And what I'm going to do, if you guys just remind me at the end of the video, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to recap the points so we can look at how much points we were able to have. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go over to Tuesday now. There, right there. Boom. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hit the replay. Boom. Right there. Go down to the 3-minute. All right. Let's go over to the commentary now. So let me just make sure I got the right date. So the 8th of August, right there. There we go. So good morning, friends. Let's focus now. No, that's 10th. Sorry, I got to go back. So 9th of August. Here we go. All right. So 2 minutes to open. Who's ready? Our short trigger. No, that's the wrong day, guys. 1 sec. 8th. Did I skip a day? Oh, I skipped a day. That's why. It's like, this doesn't look right. Okay, hold on, guys. I skipped a day. Okay, let's go back. So here's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Here we go. It's like, this doesn't make sense. There we go. Boom. All right. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to draw the low and the high. And now this trade, guys, was a short. And one of the main benefits of being a day trader is your ability to be able to be long and short. Within 10 minutes, you can be short. Then you say, hey, I'm going to try long. And you can go back and forth. And one day you can be a bear, one day you can be a bull. All depends on the price action in front of you. That's the beauty of day trading. You don't have to get married to anything. You don't have to, you don't have to be in that limbo of, well, I can't do this because I have calls, so I can't short. No, you can do both. And that's why I love day trading so much. It gives you that empowerment. It's really what trading is about. Trading is be able to quickly turn over your capital, get in and out, long or short, doesn't matter. Take your money and reset. Okay. So what we're going to do here now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back here. So here we go. Here's a trigger trades. So this one was on the 9th. So I'm going to go here. So here we go. SPY trading plan. Okay. So right here. So our short plan was 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. Okay. So that was our line in the sand to the short side. So I'm going to go ahead here, draw 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. And I'm going to make this in red. So this line right here, guys, this is our line that if it breaks this level, this is where we want to short. Okay. So that's our level to go short. So here we go. Go back to the commentary. All right. So this is the morning. 2 minutes to open. Who's ready? Our short trigger might fill right at the open. So be ready. So we got filled at 9:30, literally at 9:30 at the open. And I said, send the red, send the red. Send the red means let's go for this, guys. Let this bleed. Let's make some money to the short side. So we got filled at 9:30. So keep an eye on the red line. The red line, right? I'll go over to 3 minutes so you can see clearly. The red line is where we want to short. So we opened, okay? I'm going to go to the 1 minute so you can see it better. So we opened right on the line. So we got filled short, literally, like I said, at 9:30. We popped up a little bit. So we took a little bit of heat, guys, a little bit of heat. And then once this candle came back down here and we put in this candle, I knew we were good to go. Once that wick came in, I knew we were good to go. So here we go, guys. So we got that. The first target we're looking for is here, the previous day's low. That's why I always have that mark. So we're looking here for the previous day's low, guys. And then boom, 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 boom. We even came back. We retested the level again. All right. And then we rolled over finally later in the day. See that? So this red line, even if you missed the first time, you could have hit it multiple times. And these levels that I use, these triggers are like line in the sands. That's what I like to call them. It's like walls. Okay. So that one, we got a nice flush right after. And just to add to that, we had 2 Fibonacci plays on this one. I'll show you guys. 2 Fibonacci plays. The first one was from high to low right here. Okay, you can see we tagged that 786. So here's our golden zone. We tagged it, we brought it right back down. And the beauty about this trade, guys, is that both sides, the bears and the bulls, could have made money, because once that golden zone short traded, now we can take the opposing side. This is the bull side, high to low. You can see the bull came in as well. So I was very, very pleased with this day, because I think everybody had an opportunity to make some money. And this leg right here, this one is called the opposing leg. So if I go here, page 32, opposing leg. Okay, so the opposing leg is when you let the first leg show itself and then you come on the other side. So you're trying to be super smart. You see the first leg and then you're like, no, I don't want that one, I'm going for the next one. All right, and then after all of that, guys, we had one more here. We had one more leg later in the day. This one is called the afternoon leg. So the afternoon leg comes in between 11 to 1 o'clock. And it's basically you take the full range of the whole day. So here's our high, here's our low. So what we're looking for here, guys, is a rejection in the golden zone. You could see already we had touched the 50 there, drop back down. Okay, continue. There's your 618 rejection right there, right back down. See that, guys? That's beautiful. And what we're trying to do is just make a new low. So on this day, it might look like it was choppy to a lot of people, but if you know what you were doing on the 9th, it's big money to be made. So that was a really, really nice one. So let me go ahead here. I'll show you the Fibonacci setups for the 9th. Remember, guys, there's a lot of people that talk about fibs, but there's not a lot of people that can do it in real time, because it really looks beautiful in hindsight, guys. Trust me. Very, very much does so. All right, so here was the 9th of the August. I'm just going to walk you guys through that. So where are we at? Okay, so this was the morning leg that we had drawn out there. And then here was the afternoon. This one right here was the afternoon leg that I just walked you through over there. So really, really nice, really, really good plays. And then the last one we have, guys, is Monday. And I'm going to do this one really quickly because I am already 30 minutes in. I don't know why I'm talking so much. I should be going faster, but I feel like I try to explain things too much, and then it gets me in trouble because then people need to go to bed. All right, so Monday, all I did, guys, opening range breakout. Same thing. We gapped up above the high. I took the first break of that 3-minute bar, and then we crushed higher. That was it. Very, very clean day. Let me go back to my live commentary right here. So you could see that. Big gap up morning here. Get ready. Long at 9:33. We hit both targets. And I actually did something a little bit special on Monday here. We did a dip buy on the 618. So let me show you guys that, just to show you guys that. That was a nice one, actually. I have to talk about this one a little bit more. So the first thing we did, notice here, I'm going to draw this line. Here's our high. Okay, so we gapped up above Friday. So the first play that I took here, guys, was I went long on the break of that opening bar. And then after that, once we pulled back down, I drew the fib from the low to the high, and I took that 618 right here. I was waiting here. So took the break above, and then I was waiting here to add. Boom, it came right there, touched the 618, guys, and shot right back up. So that was a double dip play. Very, very nice. Very, very nice, clean play right there. So let me just go ahead and recap that for you. So you could see here when I went long on the orb, and then I said, new high of day, scale out if you missed it. Lots of opportunity to get filled. And then I said dip buy at 4155 on the 618. Max stop loss is now low of day. I added on the 618, 41555. Target on the way back up, 41594 and 41611. Amazing dip buy right here. We crushed it on Monday. You can see everybody was hyped up. We crushed it. Okay. Megan with the 499. Thank you so much. Appreciate that support. Thank you. Why can't I join the Discord? You can join the Discord right here, tradingwars.com, brother. Okay. So while we're here, check me out, guys. Tradingwars.com. That was the week we had every single day we finished with profits. One of those weeks where it's rare. You know, you're never going to finish every single day with profit for, you know, like 100 days in a row. That's not going to happen. But when you get it and you have a good week like that, definitely appreciate it. Definitely make some gains and put those gains away to protect you for when the rain comes. Because at some point, it can't be always sunny. At some point, the rain's going to come. Okay? At some point, that's going to happen. So be ready for that. All right, guys. So here we go. Check me out at tradingwars.com. If you like the anything I talked about there, guys, and if you want to join, come trade with us, you can sign up today. Come trade with us live tomorrow for 1 month for free. If you buy any one of my 3 books, you get 1 month for free, 30 days. You get my premium indicators, Nirvana and the golden indicators with premium alerts that go to your phone, go to your email in case you want those alerts coming to your, you know, something private. 69 pages, guys, over 50 charts here. It's one of my masterpieces, my best work that I've done for sure. And the other one that people really like is the SPY book, because the SPY book, we talk about futures right over here, how you can use futures. And I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking on that as well. So futures there as well, guys. So we have futures, SPY, or you can sign up right here on the main page just for the room. If you prefer that, you can sign up right here. There's the SPY room, and here's the stock room right here. We have some gains there to share with you guys, etc. All right, guys. So there we go. So what I want to do right now is I want to talk about a few things that I've been doing. The first thing is the small account challenge. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead here onto Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up my small account challenge here. So I shared this journey with you guys back in, I think it was end of May. We went ahead and we bought one micro NASDAQ contract. And in the past, I've been able to use micro contracts for swing trades to build a lot of wealth, especially when I didn't have a lot of money starting off, just coming out of school, being broke, you know how it is, right? So the first thing that I was able to do was take $5,000 to over $80,000 with MES, which is the micros for the SP 500. So I'm trying to redo the challenge. And what I did is I bought one MNQ, which is the micro NASDAQ contract. I bought it right here at 11,292. So I've been sharing this journey for weeks and weeks now. And that one contract I bought, guys, is now worth 4.58 thousand. Okay, so a little bit lower right now, but because the market is it gapped down slightly. But I've been able to take that from 1K to 4.5K. I really should have probably taken it from 1K to 10K, because I should have bought another contract, but I didn't, because I don't know. I was letting, the community get to me when they were like talking about the market is going to crash and the end of the world is coming. So I didn't go in with, I didn't double up my size, but I'm still happy I was able to do that. I also did give an alert here on Twitter. So make sure you follow the Twitter. Remember, we had this double inside bar on the weekly a few weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, we had this double inside bar. And I was telling everyone the last time we saw this double inside bar was in 2008. There's a lot of opportunities to get in. So make sure you follow my Twitter. I always give out some nice plays there. And this one, guys, beauty. So that's how you want it to look. So I have the long and I'm good with that. So what I wanted to do now was look for a hedge. Okay. So I wanted to look for a hedge. I wanted to look for something to protect my long, take a little short. Okay. So just hit me with a 6. Are you guys following me? Do you understand what I'm talking about right now? So what I'm looking for right now is a shorting opportunity to protect my gains on the long side. And also, if the market wants to, reverse a little bit, if it wants to come back down a little bit, I'm gonna try to make some money on that. And one of the reasons I'm seeing this potential here is if I were to just go ahead and draw a Fibonacci on the weekly chart, if I take it from this last swing high and I take it down to the swing low, you could see we're in the golden zone on the weekly chart. So anywhere in the zone could be a great shorting opportunity. The last one we had from highs, if I take it from the all-time high to the low that we had, you could see there was a nice 618 rejection. So what I'm looking for is somewhere I'm looking to take a short, somewhere in this zone. And I'm going to be sharing when I do that in my Discord. And I actually might take one right now, because this is the micro E-mini Russell. So this is the IWM essentially. And you could see on the futures right now, this was Friday, we gapped down. So we gapped down, we're showing a little bit of weakness already. So in my head, I'm thinking, could this be where the bears make their stand and they try to, make some money back for all the weeks of bull running we've had? So this is a sign of weakness, definitely. This level here needs to hold for the bears. So I'm thinking about getting into a short play pretty soon. I'm going to share the exact details in my Discord, but I'm looking at something, and I'll give you guys an update on YouTube tomorrow. Okay? Does that make sense? Hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. So this is exactly what I was looking for, is if there is a chance that the bears are going to run it down, they're going to do it likely after hours. They're going to do it when the majority of the public can't get in, but we can, because we trade futures, so we can get in right now, right? So not a lot of people know about futures, but you can trade this right now. M2K is the micro E-mini Russell. You can get in right now. So what I really wanted to do here was show you guys also the power of futures, because look how the market likes to do. Look how they like to do things. They want to gap it down when you don't have a chance. Okay, so what did everybody do on Friday? What did everybody do on Friday? What do you think everybody did on Friday? What do you guys think? When they saw this, okay, what did they do? When they saw this, what do you think they did? What they did is then you get all the FOMO that gets pushed out on social media, everywhere. It could be anywhere. Guys, there's sweepers, there's Joes and Moes and Larrys, and everything. Market is going to the moon. We're going back to all-time highs. So now, right in these last 10 minutes here, you have the retail. I gotta buy. I have no choice. I have to buy, because you know what? I'm seeing this all over. All the people I trust, everybody's going long. Okay, so I'm gonna buy. And then what do they like to do? They like to run it down when you can't get out. You see that? So I'm not saying like, the market's going to crash from here, but this is just a thing that I want to show you guys, that I've seen this happen many times, is they like to do the opposite of what happens. So the market's rallying. Then when Sunday opens, the futures market opens, they gap it down, and they want to, trap traders. And it's like a cycle that continuously goes on and on and on. Or what they want to do is chop for a while so they can kill the premiums that you purchased at a premium, literally. So you bought the option premiums, you paid a lot for it because you bought it at the high, and then they want to take this sideways for a few days to kill those premiums. Does that make sense? Hit me with a 4. Does that make sense? So basically, guys, that's just a little tip. And that's why I love trading futures, because I can get in and out right now, no problem, and I'm going to show you guys all of that too. Okay, so futures, with the Fibonacci channels over here, everything we do on the fibs is futures based. You can see here, they're futures. It's the same chart. The S&P 500 on SPY and on ES they're both the S&P 500. They're just different tools of getting in. All right. Okay. So there we go. So that's the outlook I have. And I really think if the bears can hold this gap here that they push down here, if they can hold this, this could maybe be the high of the week. And they're trying. Trust me, they're trying. You can already see they're trying to already bring the market down. So let's see. Otherwise than that, guys, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate your time. Check me out at tradingwars.com. Like I said, I'm about to post some free picks for tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you in the room tomorrow if you want to come trade with us. I wanted to just show you the power of futures before I leave. And I won't have time to go through the gains on every single day, but let's go ahead and let's compare. Let's look at that lotto play that we took on Friday. Okay. So we got long right here on this dotted line. And we got long on Thursday going into the Friday play. So let's look at that. So this is pretty much near the close on Friday. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to MES. I just want to compare. I just want to show you guys the difference, right? Like what's the difference between trading futures and trading options, trading shares, etc. So here is, so what we have to do here is we have to go back to the 11th of August, okay, which is here. And then we have to go into the close, which was right here. So this was the close. Okay. So if you were to buy the long trigger that we talked about, it would be right around here at 42.08 and a quarter. So the difference between SPY, so this is the same price action. If you look at it, this is the same price action as SPY, but the only difference with futures is you're going to also see overnight activity. You're going to see overnight. So this is everything that happened overnight. And this is everything that happened after the market was closed. So if you were to take this one right here, so this was our lotto play. You take this here, and on Friday at the close, it was about 73 points. Okay. So what does that translate to? So let's think about that. So every point is $50. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up that calculator right now so we can do this. Right. So we have every point is $50. So 50 times 73. Okay. So that is $3,650 with one contract. Okay. $3,650 with one contract. All right. So if you were to do a micro, then you would just divide this by 10. Okay, guys, $365. So with a micro contract, you could probably get away with like having only a few $100 in your account. And if you did a full contract, I would recommend at least $5,000 or more. Okay, so but in both cases, guys, you could have almost doubled your account with that one trade. So that's futures. And what's really good about futures is there's no time value, there's no decay. So it could go sideways, it could go up or down, it could take a few days to get to your target, but you won't lose that price in the Greeks. You won't lose that you won't get penalized if it doesn't move quick enough. And that's, sometimes a downfall with options. All right. So there we go, guys. The only brokers that I recommend for futures are Interactive Brokers and Thinkorswim. I've only used Interactive Brokers all my times trading futures. And the reason is because they're a big broker. And with futures, you need a reliable broker because you're using margin. And if you're going to use margin, you need a broker that's not going to go bankrupt overnight or a broker that's going to disappear tomorrow. Because when you have margin, you're essentially using capital you don't have. You're using leverage. So I don't play around with those guys. When it comes to options, I don't really care because whatever I put into options, I'm willing to lose. I could use any broker. It really doesn't matter to me. But when I'm trading futures, I need reliable, big name brokers. Interactive Brokers, Thinkorswim are the only two that I know people in my community use that are trading with big size. So that's why I would recommend those only. I wish I was affiliated with them, but unfortunately I'm not. Yeah, so you can have a stop loss with futures, right? So let's use this as an example here. So you could put your stop loss wherever you want, and you need to have a stop loss. So let's say here you got into this trade and you're going to risk 10 points. Okay, so 10-point stop loss would be right here. So 41.98.25. So you could put a stop loss in the broker like that. So in this case, your risk would be $500. Okay, so you're risking $500 over here. But what's your upside here? Your upside was about $3,650. Okay, so that's a good risk reward. So always look for trades like that. Always look for trades like that where you have a positive, like the upside must be bigger than your risk. And if it doesn't look like this, then you're doing something wrong. All right, guys, I'm out. I want to thank you. I think moving forward, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll be able to recap every single day because it just takes too long unless you guys like it. All right, so if you like these long recaps, please leave a comment. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead here and end the stream. But leave a comment if you like the longer ones. If you want shorter ones, let me know. Okay, let me know. I'm doing these for you. So thank you so much for your time. Tradingwars.com. I hope to see you live with the team tomorrow, guys. Grab a copy of the book if you want to get the 1 month for free and get the education too. Thank you very much. Take care.